Yo! Holy crap, holy crap!
Let's get started.
So today we're going to be comparing the 1/18th Redcat Ascent crawler, the pink edition of course. We have the SCX-24 Dodge Power Wagon in orange, a relatively stock TRX-4M with an Endura IJ40 body, and lastly my TRX-4M Defender. Oh. Man. Man, if that thing had some weight. Slow, steady, fast as necessary. Or, slow as possible, fast as necessary. Yeah. I got you! All right, we're back. We drove them. They climbed. They rolled. But ultimately, they're all still here. Couple things to note. The Ascent has the Ascent and the SCX-24 both have Lexan bodies, so their center of gravity tends to be much lower. Another huge advantage that the Ascent has is it's actually running portal axles. And if you're not familiar with portal axles, I'll try and get you a little clip here. So basically the portal axle is going to have the drive shaft going across, and then there's a gearbox that lowers where the tire is. If we compare that to the SCX-24 with straight axles, you'll see the drive shaft comes out and goes straight where your lug nut is. So that is very advantageous with how little ground clearance these vehicles have.
In a nutshell, we're getting right down to it.
Yeah, sure, let's get right down to it.
Let's get right down to it. So, this guy, TRX-4M Defender, with all the hop-ups on it, a lot of hop-ups on it. It looks great, very scale.
Yeah, very scale.
Very
Performs
scale.
very scale. And that's something you need to ask yourself if you're trying to decide between one of these. Are you wanting to be able to look at an obstacle and know that you can do it without any question? Or are you wanting to kind of simulate a one-to-one scale vehicle where you are much more likely to roll over and run into issues where on something like the Ascent would be more like a one-to-one full caged rock crawler buggy. So that's going to perform much better, even though as these stand, that's probably a half to a third of the cost.
If we take a vote, this guy did the best. That's my vote.
It's not really a vote. I don't think there's
Okay.
any debate. That performed better.
This one did, yeah, this one did the best, and it's one of the cheapest, right out of the box, without any upgrades. This, well, the upgrades did not do as well, but it looks realistic.
Correct, yeah.
So
that's where you gotta pick. I love the scale realism. That's why I
Yeah.
love crawling. That Ascent is awesome.
So, but the body on the Defender is so big and bulky, and I'm not a huge fan of it. That's why I swapped to this body here, and I think it did help it, like as far as not being so top heavy. So yeah, something else to keep in mind. But moving on to these two guys here, I don't know what came in second place. I can't remember. I'm so in love with this
Well,
guy. Right
second place for just straight performance,
now. Probably that guy. Yeah.
probably the TRX-4M with the lighter Endura body. This definitely seemed to go through the easiest. When we were climbing up the rock wall, this guy struggled a little bit more compared to this or the Ascent. And then when we were trying to climb on top of the logs, this guy really struggled between having that top heavy body. This is stretched a tiny bit because I have longer shocks and bigger tires on it. So I believe our wheelbase... Actually, no. The wheelbase is the same. So I'm just going to blame this being a fat pig for why I couldn't cross the log.
And it's the same truck, TRX-4M
Yeah.
Defender. So
Yeah.
then here we have the Power Wagon. It when I say first place, second place, it's who performed who climbed everything the easiest, fastest with no problems, and didn't roll over. The Power Wagon, it did good. I think. What do you think? The problem with the Power Wagon is it's so light.
It's too light. It struggles really bad with traction.
Yeah.
And when it does get binded up, it doesn't have the power to rip through whatever it's stuck on.
Yeah.
But lightweight's definitely the biggest issue for it. It also has the smallest tires of the bunch, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, they look pretty...
I think they're
They don't look that much
all
smaller.
fairly similar, but
Yeah.
so if you want something that climbs right at, crawls right out of the box, cheap, I'm blown away the Ascent did so well. I am. I know you're talking about the portal axles, but for average Joe, I'm blown away by that. As far as it looking scale, not so much, but the pink's pretty.
Pink is
These
nice.
are all pretty. These
Yeah.
are all so pretty. We'll just sit here and stare at them for a little bit.
Yep. All right. Well, other than recording a couple close-ups, I think that's all that really wanted to show in this video. You got anything else you want to add?
Yeah, so we're trying to do a mixture of videos because him and I watch all kinds of YouTube RC videos, and we just want to do stuff we like. We're not trying to be this or that, or love one brand, hate on the other. We're just a couple guys having fun with these things. We like to record video. We go back and watch our own videos.
Yeah.
Like, we enjoy the art of it. We like, so hopefully we'll just keep doing a mixture of videos. It's not just going to focus on one thing.
Even though we do love Traxxas.
We do love Traxxas. I mean, we got Losi, we got, Redcat, all that. We do need to probably get more Armas. There's no reason. I'm a Traxxas fanboy. So that's kind of the end of it. Yeah, well, yeah, there you go. Yeah. So anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to, drop us a message in there.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yep. And we like to hear where you guys are watching from, what country, state, and keep it interesting. So that's all I got.
Cool. Thank you.